Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another tutorial. So I just want to apologise that there wasn't another video that went up on Monday. If you really got into the swing of watching my videos on a Monday and Thursday, that is really good because my new uploading days are Monday and Thursday up until now. They're the days that really suit me, to be honest, so that's when new tutorials will be coming. I didn't upload one last week just because there's a lot of personal things going on in my life at the minute and it's really hectic, so I didn't really get a chance to sit down and record one for you. I really wanted to do a green look for St. Paddy's Day, but again, you know, there's been a lot of things going on and I just couldn't find time to sit down and record for you. But I'm back and today I am reviewing the Makeup Revolution in collaboration with Sophie, who is on YouTube. Her name on YouTube is Sophie Does Nails and I always follow her on YouTube and Instagram. I absolutely love her channel, and she did do this collaboration with Makeup Revolution where she came out with her eyeshadow palette and her highlighter palette. So if you want to see how these shadows and highlighters apply, or you just want to see how I created this look with these palettes, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoy watching these kind of videos. But yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so as I said, I was doing a first impressions of the Revolution palettes by Sophie Does Nails. She is a YouTuber and I always watch her. I just absolutely love her and I've been waiting to get my hands on her palettes for such a long time, especially the eyeshadow palette, because there just seems to be so many gorgeous colours in these, and obviously I'm obsessed with my highlights, so I just had to get the highlighter palette as well. So these are both off the website called Tan Beauty, and the highlighter palette is £8 and the eyeshadow palette is £10. Now I think that is really reasonable, to be honest, and plus it's Revolution, so Revolution isn't a pricey brand whatsoever, plus they're drugstore, so the price is really good. The packaging, I really like it. It's like a chromey metallic in her name, and then the back of it is all matte and it's like a marble colour, and then on the back it shows you all the colours. So yeah, I think that is really pretty. And then with the highlighter palette, it is just a creamy, again metallic chromey look to it. So the highlighter palette, as I said, it is £8 and I haven't actually opened these yet, so I'm going to open them with you. So so it's a hard case, which I love. Again, you open it and her name is on it, and then you get 8 shades, so that is really good. You know I keep referring back to the price, but to get 8 shades and it's £8, it's really good. So I'm just going to swatch some of the colours. So the first one is very buttery. So they are very pigmented. So as you can see, like they're very they look very pigmented. So this one that I said was buttery. This one is that one. And then that one is this one. It's not as pigmented as the others. And this bronzy one is, of course, that one, which I absolutely love. That would look really nice on the eyes as well. And obviously the last one is that one. And then I'm just going to do some more swatches on my other hand. As you can see, these and the colours, so you get like a pinky colour as well, which is really nice, and it also seems very buttery again. Oh, these swatches seem to be a lot better than the top row. As you can see, they're very colourful. So obviously this is the pink one on the first bottom row. That one is the that one is the purple shade, which I absolutely love. Like, I'm not really all for the colourful highlighters, but I think she's kept it still like to the silvery side, so it is really wearable. Again, these two will be really pretty on the eyes. This one I probably wouldn't wear as a highlight because I think it would be too much on my face, and obviously that one is the last one. So I think the bottom row I would probably use a lot more as eyeshadows, or probably when it's like festival things like that, I'll probably use them to do that. So far so good. This highlighter palette is very nice. The colours are very pigmented. So yes, I'll just show you the eyeshadow palette. So I'm just going to take it out of the palette, and then it comes in a plastic bag, and then as you can see, again, it's a very hard case, which again I love. You know, it's £10, so it's definitely worth the money. As I said, I do prefer hard cases than to paper ones. So as you open it, you get a very big large mirror, which is really good. I know some palettes like you don't actually have any mirrors, so it's good like when you're traveling and you forget a mirror, and then you do get a sheet with all the names on. I would have preferred the names to be underneath if they would have gave it a lot more room underneath. I don't really keep these, so I don't really like them, so that is a bit of a downfall, but nothing major. And then, as I said, this palette is absolutely gorgeous, so I'm just going to show you up close what the colours actually look like. So as you can see, there's a lot of shimmers in this palette and quite a few mattes, to be honest. I'm just absolutely in love with this palette. There's different colours in here that I haven't actually used on my eyes ever, so I feel like being creative when I see this palette, especially like with this section here, like, you know, you've got the purple and then you've got the greens and then this orange, and then I love like all this like cranberry section here. I feel like that is really nice, look really good for summer. And then obviously you've got like your warm tones over here. So yeah, I'm really happy with this palette, and as you can see, it does look very pigmented, so hopefully it pays off when you apply them to the lid. So I'll probably do a voiceover for this bit, the only times where I won't be speaking if I feel like I need to fill you in and just to tell you what shades I'm actually using on my lid. So to set my lid further and just brighten up, I'm going to be going in with the shade Penguin, and this is just literally going to go all over my lid, and I am using a base shadow brush from Real Techniques. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Pancakes, and this is just going to be our transition shade. It's just going to add a lot more definition and some colour in the crease area. And again, I'm applying this with a angled shadow brush, and this is from Real Techniques. So that shade isn't as pigmented on me as I would like, because it is a very nice neutral shade, so I would have liked it to be a lot more pigmented, but I suppose it's good that you've got a little more of a lighter shade in the palette that you can work with. Next, to deepen up the transition shade, I'm going to go in with the shade Cup of Tea, and this is just literally going to go over the top of that shade we just applied. So that colour is really, really nice. That's what I like to find in a transition shade. It's not too dark and it's not too light. It's in between, and it blends out really, really nice. Again, the last three shades I've tried are very, very buttery, and that last shade was pigmented and it blended out really, really nice. So the next shade I'm going to go in with, a shade Peaches, just to start darkening up the inner corner and the outer corner. I think I'm going to do something like really nice and cranberry orangery, and then put a pop of colour in the centre of the lid. And then I'm just going to literally start tapping this on the outer corner and the inner corner. So as you can tell, it is just a bit darker than the shade we applied just, which I don't want it too dark because this is literally going to work as another transition shade for the dark colours we're going to be applying. It's going to be a bit like a halo eye, but a more softer one. And then I'm just going to blend that out with the same brush we applied Cup of Tea on, but not picking up any extra product. It reminds me like of a really summery palette. So I think when the summer comes, I'll be using this palette a lot because it's just got nice bright summery colours in, and especially when I travel or I go on holiday, I'd probably take this palette with me if I just wanted a bit of colour popped on my lid. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to go in with is the shade Pumpkin, and I'm just going to apply this a lot more precise on the outer corner and the inner corner, just to brighten up and give a pop of colour. This one is very, very buttery. I'm picking it up in the pan and it's not really moving anywhere. There's no fallout. As I said, I'm just keeping this just below my crease and more on the inner corner and outer corner, and then once I blend it out I'll just blend that colour up a little bit just so it doesn't look like we've plonked all the colours there together. And then I'm going to take the shade Cup of Tea, which was a second transition shade we applied, and literally start blending that colour out. I am noticing as well there's literally no fallout with these products. I'm just going to take Cup of Tea again. Yeah, there's no fallout with these products, which is really, really good because they're also really pigmented, and sometimes you find with pigmented colours there's a lot more fallout, but with these there isn't. The pigment's still there but there isn't no fallout, so it's a bonus. I mean, fallout doesn't really bother me sometimes, but if you've already got your base done, if you're one of these people that apply your base first, it can get a little bit annoying. I'm just going to pop a little bit more of pumpkin, and then that'll be it with that shade. Just on the outer corner and inner corner, just to make it pop a little bit more. I think I'm going to take the shade Danger and just deepen up the outer corner and inner corner a little bit now, just to add a lot more depth into it. I just feel like the eyes look nice, but it just needs a lot more depth into it. So I'm just going to use the same brush we use the shade Pumpkin on. Can't get over how pigmented these shadows are, like the ones that I've been using so far. Like, the palette is really like inexpensive, but the quality of these shadows are absolutely gorgeous, and they blend out really, really nice as well. And then I'm going to take the shade Pumpkin just a little bit, just so it blends out that colour. I'm just going to take a bit of cup of tea cup of tea again, and just blend that on the top because it seems to have got lost with all the cranberry peachy shades. So what I'm going to do now is create a little centre cut crease, just a little bit, using the Urban Decay Naked Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I haven't used this concealer in a very, very long time. So I'm just going to take this on a flat concealer brush from Sonia, and I'm just literally going to pop this on the centre of my lid. So the trick with doing a cut crease, if you do struggle, is I literally map out where... Oh, sorry, that was in the email. Let's turn the volume off. I literally map out where I want to put the shade, and then the trick is, once you've applied it, you want to look up, and then it will show you where your natural crease line is, and then you just map it out from there. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is go in with Pumpkin and Danger and just mix them two shades together and just start blending that on top of that cut crease there, just so it isn't really, really sharp. I don't really want it to be really sharp, so I'm gonna go in with this shade, and I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm literally going to pick that up and apply it to the... Ooh. Okay guys, so this is literally without fix, like any setting spray or eye glitter or anything. Are you seeing this? Wow. So it's like a metallic glitter. It's not like... It is pigmented, but it's not like very, very glittery. I have just seen a shade that I really want to go over the top of this in, so that'll probably make it look a lot more glittery than what it is. It's like a really, really pretty colour. I'm loving it. So I'm literally just going to take that brush and just blend it in a little bit so it isn't too harsh, and just so it doesn't look like we've plonked this colour on top of our lids. Next shade I'm going to take is a bit of pink champagne, and then I'm going to take the shade next to it, which is called Fairy Lights, which is this one. And I'm just going to literally pop this on the centre of the lid with using my finger, just so the colour pops a little bit more. Yes, that is what I wanted. Aha. And then I'm going to go in with Fairy Lights, which is a little bit more of a whitey goldy frosting. That is really pretty. So pigmented. And then I'm literally just going to go over the top of that using the gold again, just so it doesn't look too white. I do still want the gold peeking through. Then I'm going to go in with a bit more of Danger, which was that dark plummy red we applied, and just literally pop this on the outer corner and the inner corner, just so them colours really pop and make a statement on the centre of our lid. And I'm literally just going to try and blend it in a little bit more, just to emphasise the shape of the cut crease. As you can see, when you add a lot more shade, it brings that colour out even more. And you can also recreate the shape if you've lost it just that tiny little bit more. Then I'm going to take the shade Cup of Tea once more and just blend that out. Then I'm going to take the shade Fairy Light again, which was this shade here, and literally highlight the inner corner of our eyelids. And also I'm going to highlight my brow bone using this shade once I find my brush. I just can't get over how pigmented these are. Like, they're so nice. Like, if these are really pigmented, can you imagine what the highlighter is going to be like in a moment? I mean, I know I can't. I have high hopes for him. And then on the brow bone. Okay, so I've applied some lashes which are from Tarte, and then I've just applied some mascara and then finished the lower lash off with the pumpkin and Danger shade mixed together. Now I'm going to do my lips before I do the highlighter. So for the lip colour, I'm going to go in with some samples from Mark from Avon. My sister actually does the Avon, and I've been using the brand Mark for my lipsticks recently, and they are really good. And my sister was kind enough to give me some samples of their new colours. So I'm going to go in with this shade. It's a little bit more pinky, and then this shade is a little bit more nude, so I thought it would make the perfect shade to go with this look if I mix them both together. So I'm going to highlight my face now. I don't really know which shade to go for. I think this shade is probably going to be a little bit too light. I think I'm either going to go for this shade or that shade. I think I'm going to mix these both together. So first of all, I'm going to go in with this shade here. It hasn't got a name. I'm just going to tap the excess off, and then I'm going to go in and apply it. Ooh. That is really pretty. Don't think I'll need to go in with the other one. Are you guys seeing this, how pigmented it is? Wow. It's really nice and buttery. The other side. Oh. Yes. Ah. Can you see that? Let's put some more. Sometimes I get a little bit carried away with highlighters and I just can't stop applying them. So pretty. Really nice. Oh, it's like, it is really pigmented, but it's really nice and subtle as well, I think. It's so pretty. Wow, just like by using that one highlighter shade. Oh, I absolutely love that highlighter palette. It is so pretty. The highlight, that shade was very nice and buttery, and it's like a very pigmented highlighter, as I said, but it seems to be very nice and subtle as well. Like, I don't think you need a lot, like as much as me, but I just wanted to apply loads because it was so pretty. I absolutely love that highlighter palette for £8. Really nice. So guys, in all, I absolutely adore these palettes from the Revolution in collaboration with Sophie Does Nails, who is on YouTube. Make sure you go and check her out. She's really good at her makeup, and she does like loads of makeup reviews as well. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving these palettes. As I said, the eyeshadow palette is £10 and the highlighter palette is £8. I'll leave the link to Tan Beauty down below in my description bar. These are so inexpensive, but the quality eyeshadows and the quality of the highlighters are really good. They're very nice and buttery, very pigmented. The blended out very nice. There was no fallout at all, and the shimmers are very pigmented, as you can see. I literally haven't got a bad thing to say about these palettes whatsoever. They're brilliant. Like, she has done like a really good job, so she should be proud of herself. So yeah, if you want to see more reviews or you want to see more colourful looks, let me know in the description bar down below, and also just give me ideas what you want to see. So yeah, make sure you give it a big thumbs up also if you enjoyed watching it. Yeah guys, until next time, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in my next tutorial, but yeah, bye guys.